Well, there is nothing better when the weather turns cold than a really good hearty soup to warm you from the inside out.
Joining us right now is local blogger Adrienne Woods from FreetimeFrolics.com with a recipe for chicken corn chowder.
Yummy. Okay.
It's so good.
Okay, you talk about a hearty soup. Where do you even start?
You know, I wanted a corn chowder because I was with friends a few weeks ago, and she has a huge cornfield.
Oh.
And so we freeze corn and corn relish and all that.
Like, how are you going to use up all that corn?
Yeah, like we picked like almost 300 ears of corn one day and did freezer corn.
Okay.
So I'm like, I need something to do with corn, and I looked online and I couldn't find like a good corn chowder that like fit my family and fit us, and was just a real basic one.
Okay.
And so I came up with this one.
And this is like a cheesy, chickeny corn
cheesy, chickeny,
chowder.
bacony, all kinds of veggies, corny, all kinds of stuff.
So you can't go wrong.
So yeah, so you can't go wrong. So I
How do we start out?
and it's a crock pot one too.
Oh, nice.
So, you know, crock pot, throw it together. Yeah, and go with it.
Okay.
So I start with a potato and a cup of carrots.
Okay.
And throw them in your crock pot.
And in the crock pot, you already have chicken stock?
In the crock pot, I have chicken stock.
Okay.
So 4 cups of chicken stock.
Okay.
Then you add about a half a cup. However, I mean, vegetables, it's kind of what you want.
What you like,
like
right?
If you like a really like chunky, add a little more.
Some onions,
Some onions, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
we have
throw
some
that
nice
in.
celery there.
Celery, carrots, potatoes, and then I do, this is just 1 chicken breast.
Okay.
That I boiled, and I actually used my broth from it to put in here.
Okay.
Very tasty.
And then I just diced it into little chunky pieces.
Okay.
Dump that in. And then I did 2 cups of fresh cut corn, because obviously
You have all that corn.
I have a ton of corn.
That's right.
But you can use a can of corn if that's all you have. Just drain the juice.
As easy as a can of corn.
And throw it in.
Okay.
Okay.
So then
we're going to do a roux.
We're going to do onions, like sauteed onions.
Sauteed onions, so a little bit of butter.
But we're going to saute in some bacon with it.
Oh, yes.
Because you can't go wrong.
Because you can't go wrong with bacon.
That's right.
Right?
Okay, so that's what, like about a half a cup of...
About a half a cup of onions, about a 1/4 cup of bacon.
Okay.
You like
now,
a little more bacon? Do a little more bacon.
You did like the pre-made bacon bits, like real bacon bits, though.
Yes, I did like I'm trying to think what they're called. They're crumbled bacon that you can buy at Costco or Sam's Club in the larger bags. I just buy one of those large bags and throw it in my freezer, and I use it in soups and omelets and whatever.
Cookies.
So we saute that up.
Yeah, saute that up. And now we're going to make a roux.
Okay.
So in my roux, what I use is a cube of butter.
Okay.
And then, yes, we're going to do a 1/4 cup of flour.
Okay.
And a 1/4 cup of cheese powder.
Oh.
Okay, now where do you get cheese powder?
Okay,
like,
so I get my cheese powder at Winco in the bulk food section.
Okay.
Oh.
And then I just buy these nifty little containers at
Winco.
Yeah, they have like a little shaker lid on them.
Okay.
And I just keep those in my cabinet. They have like bouillon and
very nice.
all kinds of like sauces and stuff.
Oh, this smells good already.
And you might need to add, I mean, you know, we may need to add a little more flour. Kind of depends on your roux. Kind of depends on the day too.
Yeah, a lot of times with roux, isn't it like 1 part butter to 1 part flour is kind of the
it's kind of the
norm.
the norm, the national. What am I thinking? It's kind of the norm.
Okay.
Sometimes I like to add a little bit more.
Yeah. Now that and it just all depends. However much flour you add in, depends on how thick
it's going to get. Right.
Okay.
So then with that roux, we're going to add 2 cups of milk.
Okay. Now milk. When you're talking creamy soups, do you have to use like whole milk? Do you have to use half and half? Like
cream.
what?
No.
Yeah.
In the batch I made earlier today, I did 1%. Not a problem. This one is 2%.
Okay.
Because it's what I could find at the store in like these little jugs that was travelable. So if that's a word, I don't know. If that's a word.
Portable.
It is now.
How is the bacon? Because it smells really good.
Yes, the bacon and onions are
delicious.
mixing together. A little bit of caramelization going on.
Yeah, and that's what we want. We want a little caramelized.
You get the bacon rubbing off on the onions, the onions rubbing off on the bacon.
Okay, so we're almost running out of time here. So you add the milk. You make this all nice and thick.
Mixed together.
Then do you just add this to the crock pot?
We just dump it all in the crock pot, mix it.
Okay.
Turn it on for about 4 hours.
This is not hard, huh?
Not hard
and then
at all.
when it's done cooking, like your potatoes in a crock pot really don't like overcook. So they're like the perfect consistency. So the ones in your bowls, you guys can try it.
Of course we need to try it.
They've been in the crock pot for about 6 hours.
Oh, really?
So I bet you they're just...
make some fresh bread, breadstick.
And then I see you shred some cheese and some more bacon.
I put a little shredded cheese, some bacon.
Decoration.
When it's all ready to serve, put about a cup of cheese in there and just stir it in to let it melt and then serve it. Put a little bacon on top.
Delicious.
It's awesome.
Okay. So
Wow.
for this, this is so good. As I have food on
Oh
the front
my
of me
goodness,
now.
that is so cheesy.
And right here, I'll get a napkin later. For this recipe, they go to your blog?
Yes, freetimefrolics.com. It's on my blog, as well as the bread recipe and other stuff going on. Crafts and food and printables and all
Adrienne,
kinds of
this is
stuff.
so delicious. This is so
Thank
good.
you.
I'm a cheesehead when it comes to soups too. So
Well, and you lose some of the calories when you use the cheese powder versus all that extra cheese you're throwing in there. So
So it's
good
healthy.
to know.
it's healthy. We'll call it that.
You don't have to tell them that because the taste
No,
of it
it
is
doesn't
so
taste.
good.
It doesn't.
It does not taste healthy. I'll just put it out.
About a 1 cup serving of it is about 300 calories.
Okay.
So-
Excellent day.
Not
Perfect
bad.
for fall. And
Yeah.
when we come back, we'll have your answers to our question of the day.